I launched my product or my course or my membership and I got no sales. Anyone who's ever made anything can totally relate to this. You're never going to absolutely nail your marketing, your messaging, and everything else the first time you do it, right? It's just not how it works. All things that are successful have gone through multiple iterations and a whole bunch of evolution. Creating anything at all, I describe as basically like having a baby. You plop this kind of ugly, squishy, smelly, totally independent thing out. The process is ugly and stinky and noisy and a little bit chaotic, but at the end of it, you have this beautiful little thing that you are going to nurture and love and continuously help grow. I want you to see your products in exactly the same way. You're not going to look at this baby and go, you can't do anything by yourself yet, you suck. Are you? Absolutely not. You also wouldn't plant a little seed into a flower pot, water it once and then go, grow faster, and then tell it that it sucks and chuck it in the bin because it hasn't literally fruited apples by the next day. Now, this is exactly how I see most course creators, coaches, consultants treat their product and talk to themselves, because the first post, the first launch turned into no fruit and no magical full-grown human being. Isn't it interesting when we look at it like this? It just doesn't work like that, guys. The first tip I want to give you, if your thing isn't selling, if you're not making enough money yet, if your first launch flopped, is that you haven't given yourself enough time for the thing to even grow. You need a bit longer for that baby to grow. You need a little bit longer for that seed to grow. Give it more time. Secondly, is marketing is completely controllable. If your stuff isn't selling, and I've had a lot of people come to me and go, Sarah, my course isn't selling, please help, let's put together a marketing plan for them. Usually it's something really simple, like the language that they're using in the title of their course, coaching program, membership or product, or in the description of the sales page. Never, or very rarely, have I ever seen the sales or the lack of sales for a course being the result of the course itself. It's always about the marketing or the lack of marketing that's being done behind it. So the first thing I always get people to check, and that I check when I'm working with my clients to help them sell more courses, is the title correct? More often than not, they've either given it a really cute title, but it doesn't in any way describe what the course is, what they're going to learn, and who they are. Therefore, when a prospect looks at this title and hasn't got a clue what it is, what they're going to get from it, and who it's for, well, they carry on walking by. Would you buy a mystery product? Of course you wouldn't, especially in today's climate. So the first thing we're going to do is ask ourselves, if I was a complete stranger, an alien that just plopped out of the sky, or a baby that just popped into the universe, would I be able to look at this person's product title and actually understand if it's for me or not, or if it's for somebody else, what exactly I'm going to get from it and what the topic is really clearly. If it isn't, go fix that. You also then need to go, okay, if we've done that, are we still using the exact right words that my audience are using? This I check using a tool called Google Trends. Google Trends is a free tool available to everybody. It's Google's way of analysing the words that people are using over time and whether the use of that word is actually increasing, decreasing, or remaining the same. If we are using words that our market just don't use anymore, then we're not going to sell any courses. We need to find out what language our market are using by using tools such as Google Trends, and that's just one of them that we use with our clients, to see if I can now tweak the words. As a classic example, as a teacher trainer, a course creation coach, I used to use the term curriculum design and development for my services, and nobody was using those words at all. As soon as I changed it to how to create a course, I obviously made loads more money and got loads more hits because that was the exact language my audience are using. Just to give you an example of what I mean there. The next thing we need to do is look at the sales page, because more often than not, we are so consumed in our topic. We know, because we created it, what's in it and what people are going to get from it and how it's going to help them. But we've been really pants at actually explaining that on the sales page. It's not your fault, you're not a marketer, but this is going to help you become one, and it's really important that you do become one. So you need to go back to that sales page, and again, imagine you're an alien that's dropped out of the sky, and I went, what do I get from this? What does it actually do? What are you going to teach me? What am I going to come away with? And this means creating really clear learning outcomes on your sales page. It needs to explicitly state to the point at which that an auditor could come along and go, does it do that, does it do that, does it do that, and check it, so that your prospect can actually see in a measurable and clearly explicit capacity what they are going to take away from your program. Believe me, I have taken people from making 0 sales to doing significantly well just by tweaking that title and adding learning outcomes, because people just didn't know what they were going to get from the course, and that alone can make a massive difference. Then again, is coming back to the time thing, is the marketing and the consistency of the marketing to the right amount of people. A lot of people will go, well, I've posted it on Facebook a couple of times and sent an email out. Great. Did you know that today it takes on average a minimum of 22 touch points, i.e. people seeing your content before they will even remember your face, let alone actually engage, click, opt in, or buy something. This is just before they remembered that they've seen you that many times and now they slightly recognize you. So this means that we have to 22 times our marketing just to even be recognized, let alone for a purchase to take place. And then we need to go, well, did I even put that stuff in front of the right people, as in the target audience that this particular course, product, or program is targeted at? Because if we haven't, we need to more than 22 times it. If we're only getting a 1% conversion rate with an exact target audience, we're going to need to 100 times the amount of people we're getting in front of just to make the number of sales that we need to make. Now, this sounds a bit fast and confusing right now, but it basically means that marketing, although yes, is hard work and 90% of what we do, it also is a good thing because it means we are completely in control of the sales that we get. Because the sales that we get, the money that we make, is directly proportionate to the amount of marketing we put in, to the audience that we choose to put it in front of, to the frequency and consistency and time that we do that. It's just simple math with volume equals output. I know that's fast and overwhelming. You can do this. It is just a numbers game. When you know what your conversion rates are, you know who your target audience are, you can now work out how many people you need to get in front of to hit your goal. And it's just a matter of consistency and implementing that as time goes on. If you need any help, I do have a whole bunch of free marketing training on my YouTube channel. Click on the link in my bio to go and find that. I also have a load of free training on my free stuff links as well. Alternatively, come on in and join the Legends Lab, where I help you become a standout expert in your field. I teach you how to download the knowledge out of your head, package it up and price it in the right way for your particular business model. And then I help you do all of the tech and all of the marketing to make sure that your amazing work actually gets found. I'm Cordiner, cannot wait to see you there. Happy creating.